watching the movie, so.
Oh wow. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? Welcome back to the Truth Room. I'm your boy DNique.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Vikki V.
Yo, and we back. I think this is what episode 18, 17 now, something like that.
We up there. It's
We
up
up
there.
there, definitely. Shout out and look forward to our 20th episode, which is our will be our season finale. And when I say we got a fire episode coming, I think it's gonna put everyone we did to shame. I really do. I really do. But welcome back. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate everybody that supports us. Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. Today we're gonna get into a topic. Like sometimes I start off soft and then we end this bitch with a bang. Yeah, I think it might be the other way around today. So we're gonna see. We got one returning guest and one new guest. My man's DW, DaSean. What's going on, bro?
What up, though? Appreciate y'all having me spin the block. Tune back in. I had a great time. I had a great time the first time around, man. Hopefully, two's a charm in this regards, man. Thank y'all for having me.
All right. And welcome to one of our new guests, our beautiful, beautiful Danielle. Hello, Danielle.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Vikki, before we get started, let's pay some bills, all right?
Let's do it. So, welcome again, DW, and welcome to the show, Miss Danielle. So, today's show is sponsored by God Got Me, a lifestyle brand that reinforces the fact that no matter what life throws your way, you can rest in the fact that God always has your back. You can find the brand on Instagram at God Got Me Store and online at godgotmestore.com. Definitely got some great merchandise. So, definitely check them out.
All right. Also, you know how we do. It's time for our social media handles. If you want to reach us on our social media platforms, you can reach us on IG at _Truth Room. Also on Facebook at the Truth Room Podcast. Shout out to Detroit CEO Media on you can reach them on their Facebook at Detroit CEO Media as well. Shout out, much love go out to the Brave Ambition Radio Network. Without them, there's no us. Their IG and their Facebook is the Brave Ambition Radio Network as well. Our super dope producer, Lucretia L. Rogers. Listen, that's my dog right there. Her handle on IG is L Rogers Global, and also on her online is lrogersglobal.com. For any questions, comments, concerns, even if you just want to shout out me and Vikki or say something to me and Vikki, you can email us at ttrpodcastdetroit@gmail.com. Me, of course, I'm DNique Bill on both Instagram and Facebook. Keep it very simple. That's all, Vikki, go ahead.
I like how you do that every episode. It's all good, though. You can find me on Facebook under Vikki Smith. And then, of course, on Instagram under One Crystal V. You can find me and Dom on our collectives on Facebook and Instagram under Enjoy the Moment Entertainment. As you know, we do entertainment for hosting, DJing, all that good stuff. So definitely check us out. So we got DW, got Miss Danielle. Danielle, you a newbie, so we're gonna go ahead and start with you. How can people find you on social media?
I am on Facebook as Letitia Brown, and Letitia spelled Letitia, and on Instagram Letitia.brown.94.
All right, DW. Let us know how we can find you.
All right, personals first. You can find me on Instagram as Mr_Wallace313. You can find me on Facebook as DaSean Wallace, DASEAN Wallace. My business page, CEO, the DW Collection LLC. You can find me on Instagram is the_DW_Collection_LLC. Facebook is the DW Collection, and website is the DW Collection LLC.com.
Listen, before we get started, I just gotta say DW is gonna plug his merch, okay?
Right.
He is gonna plug it.
I'm almost mad I don't have nothing to plug. He made me feel.
Right.
Yourself, you all right? You plug yourself.
Plug yourself.
He said, I'm not asking no permission. I'm plugging, okay? I'm plugging.
It's a method to my madness, man.
All right, dude, let's get it going. We got Miss Casey Everett in the chat. She said, I'm here, y'all. Just made it. Welcome, Miss Casey in the chat. Thank you for joining the show.
What up, Casey? Casey, that's my girl. Like we grew up together, basically. Went to high school, all that. We had our own clique back in the day, for real.
You had a clique, huh?
Ran the block.
Okay.
All right. So let's get into this today. So you know me, my mind be rumbling. Like episode to episode, I'll do one episode, Vikki will do another episode, and we have our topics, we have our, collectively, we put our brains together and say, let's do this, or what do you think about that? And all this particular topic, I was like, you know what? I'm going for the throat here, because it's one of those topics that it's a topic, but people scared to talk about it. Okay. So the question is it a deal breaker to date someone with or without children? All right. So Danielle, you newbie. We're going to start with you.
Okay.
What say you?
Okay. I don't have any children, but dating someone with children is not a deal breaker for me. I will date someone with children. I would prefer they be older children, not babies. Kind of an old lady, 46. I prefer older children. But if he has younger children, that we can work with it as long as there's no issues.
Okay.
With other parents.
Okay. We get into it now.
Hold on. Yeah. So you see what just happened right there. Right? As long as there's no issue with other parents, can you define that for me, please?
I hate to say baby mama drama, but I don't do drama. I don't do baby mama drama. And I feel maybe if they're younger, it could be a tendency because they haven't worked life out yet. If they're older, they figured everything out. She knows how to behave, that sort of thing.
Okay. She knows how to behave. I'm going to come back to that later.
Somebody said 46 ain't old, girl.
46 ain't old. I'm 45. So getting ready to turn 46. So yeah, it's not old at all. So, but okay. But yeah, she knows how to behave. I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. Yeah, that one right there, that's lighting a fire under somebody's ass right there.
Like I'm about to be set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk into that, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you set yourself up for that. DW.
What's up, good brother?
What you think, bro?
I absolutely don't have a problem dating anyone with kids. Given the fact that I don't have kids personally as of yet. I don't mind dating anyone with kids, but it's only really two variables that really matter to me. It's I don't do disrespectful kids at all. At all. And I don't do parents who don't reprimand or discipline their kids who are disrespectful.
Okay.
Well, I actually got 3. That's a lie. My third one is the parental relationship. Guys tend to, well, in my case, there are a lot of times where guys are comfortable not doing much of anything until they see another guy on the scene. And when that guy's on the scene, then they want to act like they Captain Saber Dad or Super Dad or whatnot, which it turns into niggas being petty because niggas do tend to act like bitches now. Pardon my language, ladies. But they tend to do that in the sense whenever there's another guy on a scene, pretty much doing what they feel like they should have been doing. So those are the conditions that will really kind of render whether I would date someone with kids.
Okay. I could dig that. I could dig that. Okay. All right. Vikki.
Listen, Danielle and DaSean, and I like that both of their names starts with a D because I'll be damn, right?
Really?
Listen, I agree with both of them.
For the record.
Yeah, yours too. I would have to say I agree with both of them in regards to certain attributes. I don't mind dating with children, long as there is no baby mama drama, long as the kids are not disrespectful or and well mannered, and then if the person knows how to balance the relationship with dating while having children, that's a big thing, because a lot of times you have guys from the woman's perspective that, they're so involved that, the child is not, it comes first. Don't get me wrong. This is about to sound fucked up, but the child comes first, but you don't know how to balance being able to kind of negotiate that timing with the person that you're interested in. So from the woman's perspective, it's like, I would never be able to get the opportunity to fully invest in the relationship or invest in dating you because your child is always going to be the issue. And it's not so much as the issue because the child has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with your timing and you being able to balance being a parent and thinking about dating. So if you can balance and you have well-mannered children and you don't have no crazy baby mama that's going to stalk us on a date, then we good to go. I don't care how old the child is. It could be young. It could be older, just as long as you know how to balance. That's my preference in regards to that.
So balance for you.
It's balance, really.
All right. Yeah. With me personally, to answer the question directly, yes, I could date a woman with children, but I'm like everybody else. I feel like your kids have to be at least my kids' age or older, right? Okay. And I say that because, like, my son is about to be 14 Sunday rather. I'm sorry, and my daughter is 12. Okay, so I've been through the stages of toddlers and all that good stuff with them. I don't want to do it with somebody else's kid. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it like that, but that's facts. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I think my kids have set the bar, because every parent is like, "Yo, my kid is the best kid." Every parent says that, right? But I truly believe my kids were amazing as kids. They were not crybabies. And Vikki, you met them when they were young.
Yeah,
they were not crybabies. Hell, I will admit I spoiled them a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that I tell them no, they can't have. It's rare. But they know the difference between playful daddy and they know the difference between disciplined daddy. You get what I'm saying? And like with my son specifically, he, like I said, about to be 14. And he'll say all day long, "I'm spoiled, but I'm not a brat." And he'll say that all day. And the thing is, like I said, I'll play with them. We'll talk trash, all that. But when I get serious, they know the difference between the two. Nowadays, these younger generation kids, I always go back to that generational thing because shit was different when we were raised. Danielle, I'm sure you can admit to that, right? But the younger generation, these kids be up 2, 3 in the morning. What the fuck are y'all doing woke this late? Okay, that is a problem,
right?
And they be up like live. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Hell, I'm trying to go to sleep at 2, 3 in the morning.
Right.
I
And
am
then that's
sleeping at
another
2 in the
thing. That's
morning.
another thing. If you dating somebody and they got kids and they up that late, if you trying to Netflix and chill or get some cutty, get
It,
you a little cutty,
cop
you got
blocking like a
the kids.
mother.
The kids all in
Absolutely.
the business, So that's another thing that you got to think about their structure, in their household. If it's like when we was growing up, mama didn't play after 8 o'clock, you was in the bed. It's grown folks
Dog.
time. You know what I mean?
Dog.
So I don't, like you said, these kids they don't have curfews or anything like that. Ain't no
No, it's
set
like
bedtime. So
kids nowadays are calling the fucking shots. I don't want that for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my day, either you ate the shit or you didn't.
Exactly.
And if you didn't, guess what? You eat or you go to bed. Which one?
Or you drink your spit and go to bed.
Yeah, not drink your spit.
Not drinking spit. Damn.
Yeah. Listen, I
You know
was
what I'm
raised
saying?
by a real mama. Okay, she
We
said, "Drink,
lived
you
in
don't
the
want that?
days
Drink
where
your spit, go to bed."
syrup sandwiches was dinner. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Nowadays, these motherfuckers got whole meals. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. Trust me, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Our struggle was different than this newer generation struggle. I guess that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you got to be at least my kids' age or older. You know what I'm saying?
Ice bread?
Bruh, I am on the podcast.
There we go. But yeah, like one of those awesome kids. What's up, Chris?
Here he come. Here he come.
So ice bread, right?
Ice bread.
Ice bread.
Ice
Yep.
bread. It's actually not that bad.
Ice bread is different, man.
And there's my kid in our podcast.
His debut. He said, "I'm tired of you being on here. They ain't give me no shout out for real."
Ice bread is different, man.
So I ain't never struggled with ice bread. I'm sorry.
So let me ask you this, Dom. So you said that they has to be your like Chris and Cam's age in order for you to date them. What if they are not though, and everything else is vibing and they well-mannered kids, they're not crybabies, things of that matter. Like that's still a deal breaker for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the why is it a deal breaker?
Because again, I feel like I've already been through that stage. And I don't want to do it again with somebody. If we vibe, yes, that's fine. But the kids are a factor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, and I know it was said through one of y'all, but in my life, my kids come first. I put, and Vikki, you can vouch for that. I put shit down for Christian and Cameron. You know what I'm saying? It's times when we didn't do the podcast because I had to do something with the kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My kids come first. When it comes to a woman or whatever, or dating, hey, if Christian and Cameron got something going on, we're going to have to pause this for a minute. I need to take care of this with them, and that's the truth. And the 14-year-old is in the background. He can vouch for that too, See?
So and there's nothing wrong with that. So my question to that is, when you say that you have to put things down and you serious about this relationship and you're trying to balance, are you reassuring that person that, listen, I'm still interested, how outside of the situations with my kids? Because sometimes, a guy will leave you hanging just to think like it ain't nothing is going to change that, or it's nothing that can be said, or whatever you're going to do, whatever is going to be always my kid. So how do you make the woman feel reassured that you're still interested?
Well, here's where the balance comes in for me, right? If we are dating, and let's say like Christian has, let's say, robotics or something that comes up, right? And he has a robotics tournament. It's a matter of communication. Hey, lady, hey, babe, listen, my son got this going on, you know what I'm saying? So we can't do this that day. Unless it's like a major trip or vacation or something like that, if it's just hey, let's hang out or Netflix and chill, yes, I can maneuver around that. You get what I'm saying? I think it's a matter of balance comes with communication.
Mm-hmm.
If I just ghost you because Christian got something going on, that's kind of fucked up.
Right. Absolutely. I agree.
You know, so
I agree. There's some comments, and we're gonna check out these comments, and then we're gonna get back to Miss Danielle because I want to expound on that baby mama drama stuff. So
yeah,
we got a couple of Facebook users says, well, we did talk about that. Age ain't because you definitely don't look 46. Miss Jackie said baby mama drama, laugh out loud. She said, right, as far as balance is concerned, I believe. Then we got Facebook user says, ain't no up at no 2 a.m. in my house. You better believe it. Okay, because if I'm trying to get some cutty, everybody go to bed.
Yeah.
Facebook user said, "Knots ain't no water, Vicky." Absolutely, my mama. If whatever she cooked, if you ain't like it, drink your spit and go to bed. Miss Jackie comes back laughing. Facebook's user says, "Little baby slid in like Puffy." Absolutely.
take that.
Yes, absolutely. We got Bro said, Ricky Smith said, I don't make deals with kids. You tell them cut the front yard, and when they get done, cut the backyard, and that's the motherfucking deal.
That's it. Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And then we got two more comments.
Ain't no negotiating at all.
That's it. Absolutely. Facebook user says the other person has to be interested enough to understand in the first place. If they're not, you'll know it. Absolutely. And then Miss Jackie says balance and communication are the only way it will work. Absolutely. So definitely great feedback in regards to all of our commenters. We appreciate y'all. So Miss Danielle. So we thought you got away with that.
Thought you got away.
So baby mama drama. Say everything is good. He's a good guy, right? Everything is going great. But that baby mama crazy. He put the peanut in the hole and made peanut butter, and now he got a crazy.
Hey yo, man.
He got a crazy baby mama. So you said that's a deal breaker for you, right?
That is an absolute deal breaker.
Uh-huh.
And I don't even know what to say to what you just said.
You know, I'm crazy. So listen.
Peanut in the hole and the peanut in the hole is crazy, man.
I am silly, so you're gonna have to get used to that. But yeah, so you said it's a deal breaker. So have you had experiences with that, or that's just perception?
No, I've had experience. I've had somebody call my phone.
Shirley, this is Barbara.
Listen, I don't do crazy. I won't do crazy because I just won't.
You said you're not
because if you flip that crazy switch and then I flip my crazy switch, we ain't accomplishing nothing. So it's best I leave my crazy switch off and just leave all y'all alone.
Ooh, me in the back.
Go ahead, Dom.
So I'm curious to know, Danielle, how did you respond?
I was an adult. So when it comes to a guy with kids, I prefer to be involved. I want to meet your kids, not right off, but I want to meet your kids. If it's okay with the mom, I'll meet her too, to let them know that I'm okay woman. I got my head on straight. I'm doing good, and I will treat your children well, although I don't have any of my own. But if that can't happen, then okay, that's fine too. But the lady, she called, and I think I wanted to go. Like I wanted to take the kid to a movie. It was something real simple, a movie or a program or something that we were having. And I asked him, make sure it's okay with the mom. And I think he said it was okay. This was years ago when I was still in Michigan. I think he said it was okay and whatever. So that's what we did. We went to whatever the event was. The kid had fun. I vibed with the kid. And then when the kid got back home, the mama called. Why do you have my number? Number one.
There's that.
And that's okay if you want to call and talk to me about me and your kid, but don't call me being crazy. She called and said, "How you gonna take my baby somewhere without my permission?" And that. And I thought it was okay. The dad said it was okay. I would have never taken your child anyway. I mean, the dad was there too. I didn't just like take the kid. I said I would have never, ever, did that if you weren't okay with it. I went off of what he said. Well, that's my fucking kid, and and if you want to feed my kid or take my kid anywhere, I apologized, but I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you.
Say I ain't gonna be too many more motherfuckers.
Take this up with dude because he said it was okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just kind of ended there. But she popped up at the house on us once, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not.
See,
I like you, I like your kid, but I'm not doing this. You need to get your house in order before
did she
you
pop
come
up
dealing
at
with
his
me.
house or your house?
His house.
Okay.
That which includes children and children's parent.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go on the record and say this on this podcast. You pop up at my house, that's grounds for an ass whooping. I'm sorry. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You pop up at my crib, just understand that you won't leave here like you came in Jesus' name. All right, DW. DW.
Yo.
DW. So you had mentioned in your opening statement what you were saying that you've had situations. Well, I shouldn't say you had, but my question is, have you had situations where you were in her life and her kid's life, and then all of a sudden daddy want to start being father of the year?
I haven't like directly seen it, but whoever I was dating at that time, she would say things at that particular time like, now this nigga want to pop up and bring diapers, and now this nigga want to pop up and want to take him out to eat and all this other shit. Because dudes know, I mean, I know women always make a big deal of them having intuition and instincts and shit. Niggas know when it's another nigga on the scene. Whether that woman lies to them or tells them directly or not. So there would be times where I hang out with someone or I date someone or I just be cool with someone roughly that has a kid. And just the impression that me and that young lady was dating would probably set off an alarm in dude's head, like, it's another nigga around. Let me get my shit together. And before this shit goes left in any sense of that. But directly, no. But I've been told that there's been times where, guys, tend to just pop up and just figure like, well, let me be a dad now. I mean, he's 15 now, but he got a mustache, and he got a beard, and she got more facial hair than me now. But let me be a father to this nigga now.
Okay,
so I've been hit with that before, indirectly though.
Okay, yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah,
it kind of touches on what Vikki said about balance, and what's kind of what you said too. If there is, how do you deal with if you want to go on a trip? I'm using me. If I want to go on a trip and I ask my dude, you want to, pop over to wherever, a beach somewhere. And he like, I can't because it's my weekend to have the kids. How do I deal with that? What is the way to deal with it? Because I don't want to seem like I'm being selfish, but I also I want to travel. I want to. How do you get that type of balance? What do you do in that situation?
Well, okay. So here's my question: how old are his kids?
7. 1 kid, 7.
Okay. So the thing is this: if my opinion only. Again, it goes back to communication. He needs to communicate with the kid's mom. Hey, me and my lady doing this. What, and compromise. I'll double up next weekend, whatever the case may be. But he needs to put his cards on the table, because the thing is, in my opinion, life shouldn't stop because you have a kid. You still have a life. You know what I'm saying? So again, he needs to communicate with the kid's mom. Prime example, my kids, they going to Disney World in December. Me and their mom communicated that to me, so I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. My kids are here all the time. I usually have them Wednesday through the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So they're always here, and we enjoy each other's time when they're here. We have fun. We talk crap, we hang out, whatever we can do, But the fact that it's all about the communication. You just he gotta communicate that and come to her. Now, if she being unreasonable, that's a whole nother ball game right there.
So how do you, even if he communicates that, right? He's very good at communication and letting you know what's going on and things of that nature. But every time you try to do a date, go traveling, whatever the case may be, it's pushback because of the kid. At what point do you say, okay, maybe I'm not the person for him, or like because you're the only one on this podcast that got kids, Dom. So this is Dr. Dom right now. So from a man's perspective, dating women and then also being the only one with kids, if a woman is trying to constantly, have dates, it don't have to be a monetary date. It could be going to the river or something, going to wherever, and there's always pushback because he's always engaged with that child. At what point do you feel like that woman should be like, okay, it's time for me to move forward and go somewhere else?
Well, in my opinion, again, that really is a decision and something that woman would have to look at, considering the situation. See, my situation is different because my son is 14, my daughter, he's about to be 14, I'm sorry. And my daughter's 12. They can watch themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? They know how to operate stuff in the kitchen. They're not going to run around the house. I honestly can say that my kids are really good kids. They're not going to be out here wilding out. They're not like that. They're not cut like that. Neither one of them. You know what I'm saying? So, my situation is a little different. If I want to go on a date and I'm going to be out late, we are in constant communication on our cell phone. They always call me for whatever they want to call me for, and I always call them. It'd be times I'd be at work and I'll just call them, just check on them. You know what I'm saying? So it's about, really that woman has to view that certain situation and determine where they are, where her and that dude is. Because if he's constantly putting her off for something of that sort, and not trying to work with the kid's mom to figure out his life as well, that could be an issue. It could be an issue. So
absolutely
an issue.
Look at Daniel, it's like it's already an issue. Wait till I get off this podcast.
They're about to break up because of us. Ain't that some shit? Hey, Vikki, we at that halfway mark. What's up?
Oh, we at the halfway mark already? Okay. So listen, definitely good conversation. I definitely want to jump back into it, but we always got to pay some bills. And of course, today we got our favorite Black-owned business, which is Ebony Eyes LLC. So this woman does anything from classic sets of eyelashes to lash removal, hybrids, volume and volume fill. Definitely want to contact her for all of your beauty consultations, or however you say that word, at 313-544-3518. Also, when it comes to lash extension, she's been doing it for about 5 years. She just graduated as an esthetician. So she's definitely qualified, certified to do her thing. Just not doing it in her basement when it comes to that.
Quick correction that I think she's in her last year of being an ex. She hasn't graduated yet.
Okay.
But She
It looks like she completed her first final state exam.
go.
So she got one more year left. Also, definitely check her out on Facebook. Looks like her Facebook is Ebony Eyes LLC. Definitely appreciate you, young lady, and definitely hope that you get a lot of business when it comes to that. Also, you can do Instagram under Ebony Eyes LLC, and then of course Facebook. So
that black girl magic.
yes, get your eyes together. I love me a good lash, so I'm gonna have to check her out.
Yeah, I've seen some of her work. She pretty dope with it. And then as far as being an esthetician, and that I know I mispronunciated that. Don't judge me.
All right.
But she getting into facials and waxings and all that good stuff. So I think I'm definitely gonna hit her up as far as the facial goes. Definitely. So.
All right. Perfect. All right. So you said you gonna hit us with some more stuff. So we got staff to go.
So while we're on this topic, right? Figured I'd ask this next question. What time is the right time to meet the kids? DW. What's up?
He's just gonna laugh.
Well, it's funny that you brought that question up, because that question was actually floating in my head to ask. Do you guys tend to, and not to change the dynamic of the question, but is it more about time frame when you meet the kids, or is it more about the vibes that you get with that person?
I say it's both.
Yes,
right?
that question is more for me because I'm the only one with kids, right? I think it's both.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like me and her can be vibing right out the gate, right? Mm-hmm. That vibe could be amazing right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
But that don't mean you get to meet my kids right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all haven't picked up on it through this podcast today, Christian and Cameron, my kids, are precious to me. Okay? Like, I will walk through hell with gasoline draws on for them. Okay? As I think every father should, but nonetheless, they are everything to me. I eat, sleep, and breathe my kids. Okay? And so, for me to put a woman, especially now, that this divorce has happened and things like that, for me to put a woman in front of them right away, to me, I think is reckless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think so, personally. Cameron told me one day, it's so funny. Vikki know the story. Okay. So we were doing a gig one day and we were setting up for the gig, and Christian and Cameron had met Vikki before, well before this gig. But I guess Cameron didn't really remember, right? And so she laughing already. So Cameron was, spoke to Vikki and everything and whatever. So Cameron goes, "She's pretty." I say, "I guess, yeah, she is." I haven't looked at Vikki like that. But I'm like, "Yeah, she is." She said, "Yeah, you should date her." Whoa. What the hell? What the hell? So I was like, wait a minute. I was shocked. First of all, when I was their age, there's no way on God's good earth I would ever told my mother she could date some guy. Okay? Wasn't going to happen. Not at all. The fact that Cameron said it, and then like maybe a month later we talking and I'm making a joke about it, and Christian goes, "Wait, you dating?" I said, "What?" He said, "Well, it's about time." I said, "Well, God damn."
Yo, man.
my kids call me out.
They gonna say the truth no matter what. The kids always gonna do that. So,
they hold no punches.
I only ask that. Not go ahead, bro. I mean to cut you.
No, I was just gonna say, but to say all that, I say is that I feel that I need to be really cautious on who I put in front of them when, because you never know what trick bag somebody coming out of. I could meet you and our vibe is great, but I don't know you an axe Merv murderer back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to be careful on who I put in front of them.
I only asked that because I always, and I don't know how much y'all invest into, what Steve Harvey says, but I remember when Think Like a Man came out, and one of his notions was when it came to meeting kids that you should probably get it out of the way first or early, just because you don't want to waste 6 months. You don't want to waste 6 months of knowing someone, and then they finally meet your kids, and then your kids don't like them, and then the vibe is off. So you didn't waste the 6 months. I don't subscribe to that. I don't agree with that, but I just I just know a lot of time in our community, he's kind of like, he may be like the barometer of what people look at in terms of, advice on those type of subjects and marriage and all that other stuff. So
my motto has been, since that movie and that book came out, fuck Steve Harvey. Okay.
Not Uncle Steve.
Okay.
Yo.
I mean, let me think about his theory, right?
Yeah.
And then think about how much of an industry hoe Lori Harvey.
That's a different show now. I mean,
I said it.
That's a whole different show. Not the stiff fingers. Listen. I think you got a personal art with Steve Harvey, so we're gonna make that another show.
Yo.
So, listen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What I say? What I said wrong? Tell me what I said wrong.
I mean, you definitely said some truth. I mean, because I thought she was with Michael B. Now she with Future. Now who ain't no telling who she.
Ain't
with
she
now.
the same one that fucked Diddy and his son?
No, wait a minute. Now she getting Puffy and Lil Puffy going. Wow.
Somebody did Diddy and his Lil Puffy. Yeah.
I think she did. I think she dated both of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Big Puffy was he puffed out, so she went to Lil Puffy.
I don't know. He messing with Carisha from City Girls, Miss Miami, I think.
Well, listen, she messing with that Diddy money. That's what she messing with.
Hey,
listen, that's a different show. We talking about the kids now. So, so here's the thing. I mean, y'all don't like Steve because he done gave up the clues, and he done gave up.
He broke too many man laws.
He gave up shit. I ain't subscribing to what that shit Steve talk about.
Yeah, he didn't bust y'all out. That's what it is. Yeah, you. It's terrible. So listen, when it comes to because I'm stuck on Steve Harvey's daughter. I'm gonna go to Danielle. I'm gonna come back so I can collect my thoughts.
Nigga wild boy, man.
So we're meeting the kids, right? When you're dating and things of that nature. So how you said, what's the question again, Dom? Because I'm still stuck on. I'm still stuck.
I'm still stuck on peanuts in the hole. That shit is great.
Right. Facebook user said, wait, where the peanut butter go again? You know where it go. Listen,
y'all, I apologize.
What's the question again, Don? What's the question?
The question is, when is the right time to meet the kids?
When is the right time to meet the kids? Me personally, I don't want to meet the kids right away because I might be subject to like the kids more than the man, and then if we don't work out, then I'm attached to these kids that I can no longer, communicate with or be around. So that's definitely something for me as the pushback to the waiting to meet the kids, However, I've had like situations where I've seen where the kids are never introduced to that person also. So it's almost like a balance too. You got to make sure like if you had in your kids, on my head, for me, it's two things I'm thinking about. Number one, I might be your side B and not even know it. So the kids can't meet. They can't meet me, because they might tell the number one chick that daddy was with some other person, or your kids is not really that cute, so you.
All right, good night, everybody. It's been real. I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm not fucking with y'all tonight, man. Let me log off this shit, man.
What?
What the fuck the
I'm just bull stuffing. But why would you be hiding your baby? Why would you be hiding them? Like, I can't see a picture or anything of the Benjamin Button. I'm really joking. But
you just call a nigga Benjamin Button, man. We just called a nigga Benjamin Button. Call a little nigga Benjamin Button, man. Oh, here it go. Red X, leave studio. Okay, cool.
I'm really joking, but
bless her little heart.
I'm joking. Please don't stop subscribing to us. I'm just really joking. That's not really my heart. However, but I do want to know if I haven't met your kids in a certain time frame, like what's really holding you up? Is it that you really don't see a future with us and you don't want to introduce your kid? It's about communication when it comes to that, but somebody's still laughing. I promise you I'm not like that for real. I know I'm not like that. I love the kids. Chrissy love the kids. So all right, Danielle, I'm gonna go to you because I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble.
You already in trouble.
I'm about to play with y'all, dog.
I'm really playing. I promise you I'm playing. Unless the Benjamin Button part is true, that's true. If you don't want to show
my
your
God,
but
Benjamin Button.
Jesus, take the wheel. Lord have mercy.
I promise you I'm playing, but yeah. So Miss Danielle, what you feel?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
I know. I done messed this all up. Listen, don't listen. I'm just I don't know. I'm on tip today. The question is, Dom said, how long is it before you introduce the kids to, person you're dating?
It's whenever he's comfortable.
Okay.
I'm comfortable when he's comfortable.
Okay.
And to your point, I have dated guys and we no longer communicate. And I have more communication with the kids now than I do with him.
Okay.
I still talk to the kids. So
are they older kids?
They are older.
Okay. That makes sense.
That is a question. Okay. My God. Danielle, thank you for that. Okay. So
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I am trying to.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't shit. I apologize.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I messed up the move. The vibe was. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So this is more of a question for DW because I'm sure more men experience this than women. And I don't know, ladies, chime in here. Okay, so is it ever cool, Danielle, using your situation to where, let's say, me and you were dating, right? We break up, but you keep a relationship with Christian and Cameron, and like I used to talk to a female that did that, right? In my brain, I always thought that this was her holding on to a piece of him. You get what I'm saying? So is that ever cool? And then these kids run around like, you my stepmom and woo 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 woo, nigga, y'all daddy and her broke up. Like, ain't no step shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially now when I'm involved, me and her done got serious and all this other stuff. The fuck? but
yeah, man. What the fuck I signed up for?
That customer word with DA.
What I signed up for tonight, man? It's crazy.
He said, "What the hell?" He said, DAFUCK.
Sorry, you already know how we get down. But my question is, though, is that acceptable to y'all? Is that cool?
Dave, you want to answer first? You go ahead and answer first, dude.
He trying.
I'm trying to compose myself. I'm sorry.
I didn't look at it like me and the kids really vibe. They're older now. They're actually adults now. One has a baby of her own. I didn't look at it as trying to hold on to dude. The kids and I really got along well.
Okay.
With social media, it was easier to keep in touch with them, see what they're doing, see what they're up to. And I have a ex now whose daughter just got married. She invited me to the wedding. So it wasn't me trying to hold on to old boy, either of them. They kids just like me.
Okay.
And
Let me ask you this.
mhm.
Are the kids running around calling you stepmom and the child calling you grandma?
One of them is, yes.
See, I don't know if I can swallow that pill, Like if I were the new dude, I don't think that I could swallow that pill.
With the girl, with the one who just invited me to her wedding, her dad has a new girlfriend. And so with her being so, you're like my second mom, you're this, you're that, I don't know how the new girlfriend would feel. And so it doesn't make me uncomfortable because I absolutely love her. But I also don't want the new girlfriend to be uncomfortable with, the daughter still loves daddy's ex. But it's nothing I can do about it.
Okay.
Well,
But I do think about the new girlfriend and what her feelings might be towards the daughter calling me that.
Right.
But I'm not gonna tell her, stop loving me, stop looking at me like, because we have a great relationship. Stop looking at me like your second mom, because daddy's new girlfriend might not like it. It's just how it is, but I do think about it.
Danielle say, "Fuck your feelings." Right, no, I'm just playing. I'm joking.
Yeah.
This was great. First time doing a podcast.
I'm sorry, we crazy, Danielle. I'm sorry.
DW, what you think, man?
Great.
Man, fuck that whole ass nigga, man. Nah.
Oh my goodness.
No, real shit though. I don't know. The dynamic of the situation would probably have to be like organic for me. I do tend to kids do tend to gravitate towards me. In that sense, in terms of like my personality and things of that nature. Okay. But I will, out of respect, have to consider their actual parents' feelings about it, just out of fairness. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But if I'm not causing any harm to the situation or to the kids, and I keep up with them every so often, I don't necessarily see the harm in. And the new nigga come around, and if I genuinely care about the kid, which I'm pretty sure I do, if it gets to that point, if he want to have conversations about my communication factors with the kids, we can have that conversation. But I like mentoring kids all the time. So even beyond the aspect of our origin of our relationship through dating their mother or whatnot, I just like to see kids do well in general. So if there's any part of me that can extend that to those kids that I have an organic connection with, then I don't see what anybody would have an issue with. It's not like I'm, trying to get right signed on and all that other shit. And, but I just generally want to see kids do well. So if anything, I don't think anything should come in between that, but I will consider the fact of what their mother would, consider cool and things of that nature.
Okay.
There's anything wrong with that?
Okay. All right. Vikki?
No comment. So no, I mean, I'm all right. Hopefully I still got a podcast job after this one. I'm on the fence with that because it depends on the nature of that relationship. You got too many blended families that didn't work out. And what I mean by that is a lot of times, people come into each other's life, being their families together, and then unfortunately the family is gelling and meshing well, but then the two people who created the blend does not work out. And then you got kids that's lost in the sauce when it comes to the adults, misfortunes or mistakes or whatever the case may be that cause them to, not make it. So I feel like, and I might be the unpopular vote when it comes to this, but I feel like if you had a relationship with that person's kids and they've titled you as mother or father or step mommy or whatever the case may be, if y'all do not work out, there should still be I would say a matureness to be able to handle your kids still being able to call that person who they've grown to have that relationship with and feel comfortable to title them that. So I'm on the fence when it comes to that. Like you should be able to. Now, if it's just some old random, you've been with that person a year or two, nah, the name stays home anime, The name stays home.
I love it when you say that.
Peanuts, anime, this.
But if it's something like 10 plus years, you can't even get mad at that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I can see that.
yeah, but that's all I have to say about that, Jenny.
What the comments saying?
So the comments just been, they've been laughing it out pretty much. But the Brave Ambition Radio, we know who that is, says
absolutely.
Letitia said, well, we're done here. So that's pretty much it. So yeah. But yeah, definitely it's up to that. It's up to that person, as far as the maturity level and just the history of the relationship. If I seen your child grow from diapers to, high school or something like that, and they've been calling me, stepmama or mama or whatever, then at that point, you shouldn't have to, because your feelings is messed up. What's up, Chris?
Well, y'all get to meet my boy. This is Christian. Say hi.
What's up, man?
Hello.
That up, right there, that whole TikTok, this right here, I don't play. Period. So my whole thing is bye a second. But that's my thing. When it comes to them, I got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, in my opinion, I think every parent need to be careful. These chicks that's bringing constant random niggas around their kids, that shit is not good. You know what I'm saying? We think about things like molestation. We think about these kids getting beaten by boyfriends and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That shit is crazy. You want to know why? Because mama's bringing constant random ass niggas around kids. Be careful on who you bring around your kids, period. Because like I said, with my babies, I will die before I let somebody harm them.
I mean, it's not just women. It's men too.
It's men too. Men too. Yes.
You think about the guy who he got into a relationship with the woman that she already had 2 kids, and then they end up having 2 kids, and they separated, but he killed the whole family. Yep, that was a bad situation. You know what I mean? So you definitely have to be mindful of who you bring over. Like if I'm just meeting you and we're starting to go on dates, you're not gonna know my address for over a year.
And that's oh God,
yeah.
Man. What did he say last week? Shondo?
You
hitting it right on the head, because your home is your peace and your sanctuary. Your kids, if for nothing else, your kids should feel safe. We're in your home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
The comfort of their home, that's where they should feel safe. I can go on and on about this, because
we got a little time. Producer said we got a little time on it, but I'm gonna say this and then we can go ahead and wrap up. But if anybody in the comments want to actually join the conversation, definitely click on the Facebook link and the producer will let you in, because this is definitely something that's taboo. People don't want to talk about it in regards to letting kids, dating with kids and things of that nature. But also when it comes to dating with kids. Also, I've seen where like guys will be taking their kids to school and have they fresh, new person that they're dating, dropping the kids off with that person to school. That's another thing you won't do. You know what I mean? Or your first date is at the house. Like, why are you pulling up at the crib your first date and we try to get to know each other? That to me, that's like, and I've had guys be like, and I don't have children yet, but I've had guys, when trying to go on the first date, well, let me just pull up. I'm gonna pull up to your place or you pull up to mine. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Because we don't do that. I've never been. Well, probably you, D.
Well,
but you was prime example. You statistically what I'm talking about. Because it's unsafe, what if it don't work out and then you got Billy Bob Thornton got your address, now he pulling up whenever he want to pull up.
I'm sorry,
Billy Bob Thornton, bro. Billy Bob Thornton, bro.
I quit. I don't want to do this podcast no more.
Listen, all right, I digress.
I feel you on that, Vikki. You are correct. And that is, I don't know what this new dating trend is, but that's what dudes want to do. They want to come to your house. You want to come to my what?
Yeah. It's that's kind of weird to me in that sense, because if I hear you want me to come to your shit right off, and I know you got kids at the house, whatever the case may be, I'm wondering what the fuck I'm paranoid at that point. Like,
how often do you do this? You know what I mean? And then even with like dating, and I don't even feel comfortable with you coming to pick me up. You can't even be romantic with me first starting out, because people are getting snatched. Sexual trends, what they call it, trafficking is so high now. You can't even do that because if I don't see and it could be a genuine situation, not even being funny, but it could be funny. But if I get in your car and there's no handles in the front, for me to
all right, it's 8:00. Bye, y'all. I'm not fucking no handles in the front, bro. I didn't let you in there, Chris.
Like you, the outside got the handle.
Listen, y'all stop laughing at her. That is real stuff. It just happened to my sister. She got into a Tesla and did not know how to get out the car.
Okay. So you just stuck. You stuck. You thinking he being chivalrous or whatever. He opened the door on the outside because the handle on the outside. You get in, you can't even. You gotta wait for him to let you out.
Good night.
I can't. I can't.
Leave studio.
Okay,
thank y'all for having me again. I appreciate it.
Let's pay some bills down. They ain't ready. Vikki, I don't know what happened to Vikki today. They weren't ready for me today. Come on. Let's pay some bills and get out. Let these people get ready for Monday.
This one, I thought this podcast couldn't get no more crazier. Good God. All right, y'all. Listen. It's been a hell of an episode. I don't know no more. You out of control. He out of control. We all out of control.
Well, listen, you can find me and Dom on our collective Enjoy the Moment Entertainment on Facebook and Instagram. You can find your girl on Facebook, Vikki Smith. See, I'm so nervous about letting my information. Now you see why I got two different social media handles now. People crazy. And then you can find me on Instagram under one Crystal V. So go ahead, Dom. I'm done. I'm gonna turn my mic off.
All right. Our social media handles. You can reach us on IG at _Truth Room. Our Facebook is the Truth Room Podcast. That's on Facebook as well. Shout out to Detroit CEO Media. Their Facebook is Detroit CEO Media as well. Also, the Brave Ambition Radio Network, their IG and their Facebook is both Brave Ambition Radio Network. I'm trying to get it together. Our super dope producer, Lucretia L. Rogers. You can reach her at L. Rogers Global on IG. And also her online is lrogersglobal.com. Also, if you have any emails, questions, comments, concerns, you can reach us on our email at ttrpodcastdetroit@gmail.com. Myself, I am Dominique Bill on Facebook and both Instagram. DW, how can we reach you, bro?
I don't know. Them niggas can Google me. I don't know, man. I can't. I ain't got shit at this point. Hey, man, I just got a question. Before I get to my shit, man, like, what mystery machine Scooby-Doo ass van you getting in where ain't no handles?
Listen, me personally, I've never been in one. The streets be talking.
Jakey Chaggy, what the fuck?
Streets be talking. Got to know what's. Put your ear to the street. Got to know what's going on.
Well, shit, they can't put a handle to the fucking door. I'm gonna put my
you right. You thinking they being chivalrous? You get in that mug and ain't no way out.
Oh my god,
ain't no way out.
Oh,
okay, come on, Miss Danielle, give us. DaSean, we trying to get out of here.
All right, okay.
Go ahead, Danielle.
Go ahead, Danielle.
Letitia.brown.94. That's at IG.
All
Letitia
right.
Brown on Instagram, Facebook.
All right. Well, listen, y'all, because Dom he laid out the ushers and put the white sheet over him.
Sean, show us your shirt again.
Can I get my layout on my stuff, man? Please?
Go ahead,
DW. Personals first. DaSean Wallace on Facebook. DaSean, last name Wallace, common spelling. Instagram personal, Mr. _ Wallace 313. Business, DW Collection LLC.
Hey.
Underscore needs one. DDW Collection LLC.com.
Hey man, I'm still waiting on you to put that t-shirt on a goldfish. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Hey, that shit going on there too, man. I told them y'all hustling, man. I forgot I even said that.
It's gonna say Finding Nemo, DaSean. Finding Nemo.
Nemo gonna have a motherfucking t-shirt on, I'm telling you.
Listen, y'all, I gotta get out of here. It's time for me and my boy to go see Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. That's a quick plug. Again, me and Crystal Collective is Enjoy the Moment Entertainment. We doing big things out here. We got something coming for y'all, so stay tuned. We're gonna let y'all know. It's gonna be all over social media, so stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Listen, it's been real fun. Danielle, thank you for coming on. It was a pleasure definitely to meet you in person on screen, right? DW, man, it's always a pleasure, man. Look out for us.
He doodled it.
He done. DW, look out for us on that 20th episode. We reaching out, bro.
Hey man, look, man, I love to spin the block again, man. This is hella fun, man. I swear to you, man. So please, keep me in mind, keep me in y'all regards for episode 20, man. I love to pull up.
All right,
we got you. All right, y'all. We done for the day. I promise y'all I'm not this crazy all the time, but I am sometimes. Anyway, we love y'all. Tune in next Sunday, 7:00, Facebook Live, Spotify, all those good things, and keep running it up in the comment section. This was a great show. Y'all have a safe one.
Truth room, peace.